drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
I'm in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. And now Brady again. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
About the way they flip field position there. A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
50-yard attempt. And this one looks good.
The call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks. Get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. And on the year. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff.
I put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown! A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his sixth. Patriots are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is?
Play action. Now it's Brady. That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there.
With a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards. Plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense got...
And this is caught. Touchdown. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury.
Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but right there, he had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They did play better, but sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got
where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, it's Favre. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Top to him. The first down throw here for Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. A big play there. The year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually you're
for the field goal try. This one from 46 yards out. And Gold is able.
And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you
now back to throw. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play, game number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense. Here's Castle. Touchdown, Packers. It's the fullback. His second. And the Packers add on to their lead, and they are also close. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they plan to do going in.
Meanwhile, for the Titans, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll give it here to Brown. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's going to be caught by Moss. Touchdown, Vikings. Todd Gurley in the situation here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless.
Even further as they've got it first and goal.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero.
Through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to...
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
And find the first down, and that's what he just did.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Now on the year, and the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Man, we know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very...
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. With his... Here's Barber. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. And the Giants add on to their lead. So simple math here. Looking to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Last run. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the punt. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown.
Borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Guys off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like 30 seconds left to go in the game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Owens. And he will get into the end zone. It's another
left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a
week as Washington comes to town.
Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown. Hughes taking the early lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown. Houston. Off the play fake. Harrington. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run with the goal.
And he's caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. Down on the season.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed poor here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. This to make it a two-score game. And this one in goal. Looking to throw. Harrington. And this is caught for a touchdown.
It's accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those
to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Just throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so.
Now the ball comes loose.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Looking to throw. Ramsey. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan, well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver. They become just as critical to the passing attack.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And the Steelers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Gardner. Touchdown, Washington. With touchdown number 8 on the year.
And Washington has taken the lead.
The Steelers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. A great effort there. His third touchdown, extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish. Seconds to go. This for the win. And his kick is right there. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they plan to do going in, whether they just...
Playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. but this group has managed to focus.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown of the season. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies a big play to get him in the... I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies.
We're at a chance to think about turning it upfield. Touchdown, Saints, in this game here in the final minutes. Big 4th down conversion for the score. Be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Richard. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Come back, because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
And knock the ball away.
Dillon, a first down and more.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown out of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be a touchdown. It's complete. Cooper Kupp tying up this football game.
Through it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it.
To get that lead back before the break. To throw, it's Manning. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there, first half. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off.
Regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And Tony 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talking...
Back to throw. Gannon. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. Have cut it to within a score. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, you're
going for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they're trying for 2 successful. 2nd and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. And the Bears have once again taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Plenty of scoring here.
It's an even 50-yard attempt.
And even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Colts, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. A rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Touchdown, Browns. On the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision
now.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Off the play fake. Collins escaping the... And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Agreed.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And up with a first and goal. Anderson. They set up the screen to Portis. Touchdown, Broncos. A great touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look.
Hitting this game, didn't it, for them to get downfield that quickly?
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field.
Number 8, it's 3rd and 2. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Touchdown. Aaron's touchdown of the season.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
And the Broncos are going to have
a run with Portis. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should...
by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially.
11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Broncos, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-6. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Open receivers and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass. Really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back after the catch. The huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision.
In 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That is caught by Moss. He's got a Jets touchdown. Number 12 on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part, this is ball control football. Sustained.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there of the season.
And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth. For us, for my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His first Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that.
Him in the goal for 3 and not giving up 6.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as this football game. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this is caught by Gates for a Charger touchdown. A great
Sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs. And they obviously.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jeff's TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Panthers are closing in on a third.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now, probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leap. Is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but Chargers, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
And he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of value. Try and score when given the opportunity.
Going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Rams. Adam Thielen, touchdown of the season.
And the Rams are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to... And this, a 39-yard attempt. And his kick is good.
If you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown.
Rams are going to jump back in front.
You get down near the goal line. This
Yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these are looking to throw. Green. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks. Touch 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there.
Right, the way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance.
As the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And
Absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Andrew's 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on
Last completion, but this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown! It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now. Point away from tying up this football game. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he'll find Hall. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play. Chiefs have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie...
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the... From the 39, Manning. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be caught by Gonzalez for a Chiefs touchdown. Tom Brady. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown.
Don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to get this. Becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Some momentum going.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
Next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. Down of the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first. And this one is right. Now McNabb. Complete. This is Mitchell. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And this, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And yes, he's into the end zone. So it can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the head
Conversion. They'll look to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2-point. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going any.
They'll try and throw for it.
And play on the football, so whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with one final shot. They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down and they had it ready to go.
It's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL Audio.